I want to keep the story going and tell you then, why did I choose to do leadership? So this picture is my beautiful wife, Jacqueline, and that's her and I a year into the business. I was blessed to have some personal achievements, and I was honored at one of the awards banquets for things that were going on. Felt awesome. But I still didn't feel a year in that I was in the right painting. And this one confused me. Why? So I decided to talk to mentors. I called Chris, and he says, man, I think that you're not off. I actually think you're supposed to be a catalyst to change this entire industry, not just in the United States. And I started getting fired up. Then I called Jeff Davidson, and he says, man, the way I see it is you got two options. First, change 500 families' lives, make a crazy income. That's a noble career. Or, remember a year ago when you jumped into the painting? Do you think that there's other people that want to jump in there with you? And I got fired up. I started thinking about it. And then wouldn't you know, this guy, Hunter Lloyd, a week after I'm getting fired up, should I do this? Should I do this? He calls me, says, man, I don't know if I'm going to do consulting. He was a couple years younger. We had been in Bible studies together at A&M. I said, brother, let's talk about it. And so we met at a Starbucks, and I'm telling you, it is still one of the most memorable, awesome days because I sat there telling him about our purpose and our mission, telling him about what we can do and the values we do it, but that we would be doing it together. I saw his eyes light up, and that was the first time I saw someone in the painting that I described want to jump in and affect the outcome with me. And that's no surprise to me that I needed to do it with somebody. Because, I started to reflect. I was a basketball player. You think 5-10 years ago, do I remember what points I scored? No. I remember the wins with the team. I remember the losses with the team. But every good memory, personally, in sports, whatever it is, I always did with others. So I want to tell you that when you have the right people in the right painting, this was in 2014. I'm going to show you some numbers of where we ended in 2016. Before I do, I want to make sure you know something. I'm not showing you these because I'm arrogant and I want you to see how great we've done. I'm showing them to prove a point. If I did this on my own, none of this would have been possible. I had to have people in my painting with me. So this is what we did. So 2016, we ended the year at $3.3 million in revenue that year. It's a really good year for our group. We have 8 leaders that have people underneath them. And again, that's only a 2.5, 3-year period of time. But there's another 15 people that have people underneath them that are actively recruiting, 23 people actively recruiting to our painting. We have 51 developed advisors, meaning these people are doing great. 75 accepted offers outside of the group I just mentioned. And as Chris said, we were honored and blessed to be the top group in Axon nationally last year. That's what can happen when people are in your painting together.